between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. Here he comes with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bulldogs offense will go to work first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be... He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, in this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Oh, what a cut! He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air, it's Alford. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place. by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Gashing the knee on the right. He got loose, almost passed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the Dogs are on the move. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be...
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's... Six on that play.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Dropping back, it's Alford. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Pressure coming. Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Snap to the back. Oh, he's got some space. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And the Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. East Carolina looked dynamic today in a strong victory there inside Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. They did the little things well, they did the big things well, and well, that's how you win games. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. From the gun, running back gets the give. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move them.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots in the nick of the day, and this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Fights off the defender. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on first down. On the move and looking deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. after the incompletion. They go back up top. Dances away to buy time. Finds some fresh air. Oh, a lot of space. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism. He shows you the speed.
Turning it on! They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Snap to the back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And there is no secret about it. Line up in goal line formation. I'm going to run the ball down your throat. My guys are more physical than you. 6 points on the play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the boot, looking for his man. Swings it out to the flat. At the 35, he's got room. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's caught, it's Freeman. Really nice pickup on... As they get it to the 36, it'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air, it's Alford. He's got it. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Grabbed over the middle, it's Baker. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Baker. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. first and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
You got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Right down the boulevard, it's good. Are forced to settle for 3. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. Finding an escape route. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Georgia! He got it loose, and it was lights out after that. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. It's Baker. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action. It's complete. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Looking for a man. It's Alford. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Aggies! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They're testing the right side here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. It's a reverse. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
It's going to be interesting to see how the defense is going to try to defend these jet sweeps moving forward. They've got to have bodies in the perimeter of the field with their eyes looking at these receivers in motion because they can hand it off to them at any time.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll have to put... Oh, it's a phony punt. They're going to run it to the up man. He didn't get it, and what a stop by this defense to get the football back. They tried to catch him napping on that fake, but turns out they were wide awake. And the pass is knocked down, incomplete, but they were in the neutral zone. Defense jumped, and it's going to negate a really good play.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Rides the back on the option to give. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space. It was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to route.
There he goes! On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
This guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
They just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field, make plays for you.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. To the air. It's Alford. Going for 6. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Fired in from the red zone for the score. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll try the run. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. Slithers into space. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to throw again. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's Alford. Using the quick game. And how good is it for a quarterback to have a running back he not only can just dump it off to, but can actually be dangerous as a receiver?
Agreed, Reese. It's not just checkdowns or screens or swing routes or flat routes. This guy can get vertical. And he can all of a sudden start stressing defenses in the second level. What a weapon it is to have this guy in your backfield.
Under fire. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. And the returner will be brought down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback, he throws an inaccurate pass because it gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Wants to go up top on first down. On the run, still looking. Connection to the right. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Dead center perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
If I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
That's a bit of a gut punch for the offense because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
Wildcat look didn't get much, picked up a few on that one. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. And he forced ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Going right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Back to pass, it's Alford. Here's a heat. Firing to the right, complete. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. Back has it. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
Well, they come up short. It's now going to set up 4th and 1. If I'm this offensive coordinator, I'm finding who's my biggest, most physical back, the guy that I can trust to get north and go get me this first down.
And so I'm bringing all the big bodies in on the defensive line, and I'm making sure I get a little bit of penetration so I don't let that big running back get downhill so he can fall forward, so he can get momentum going. Big-time 4th down and short coming.
The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Give to the single back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better.
Snatch it down the right side. Turning on the Jets. ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Bulldogs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Floats it out in space. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Dogs!
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Got it behind the line. It's Payne. This time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the 2-point conversion but was denied. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Back to throw, it's Alford. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. They'll run play action. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He rifles one deep down the right side. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Snap to the back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Quick pass on the fly motion. Give him score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming.
Hey, camper, ready.
Snap in the shotgun. Starting to feel a little pressure. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Looking to throw, it's Alford. Finds his big tight end. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Creates a little space. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up of 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Flips it out on the screen. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Drop play, quarterback keeps it. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has it with really good field position. He has the first and still on his feet. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Georgia! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M. Goes back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and turning it on. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll leave it with him. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Caught behind the line. It's Raiola. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll run it from the gun. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold on.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They try to get it outside on the left. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Now the play fake. Gonna take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
When I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Working that left side now. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snagged out of the air. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Great place to start for this offense. Back to pass, it's Alford. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Makes the grab on the left. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. Looking for the score. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a 1st down.
Encroachment defense.
So the offense gets a little bit closer to the goal line after the penalty.
Here we go.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. TCU packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Horned Frogs Nation with them, too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead, it felt like a walk through the park in Fort Worth. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why
Oh, he wants it all. Hits him in stride of the 10. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry.